Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm continuing the same series, that is session initiation protocol response codes. In the previous lecture, I have discussed about this 1XX provisional responses where I have discussed about under trying, 180 ringing, 181 call is being queued, 181 call is being forwarded, 182 queued, 183 session progress, right? Now, in today's lecture, I'm going to discuss about this 2XX final or successful responses and 3XX, that is redirection responses, right? So both responses I will cover today in the same lecture, and then we'll discuss about 4XX in three parts. Then we'll discuss about 5XX and 6XX in one part as well, right? So before starting that 2XX or 3XX, let me share my whiteboard so that I will be able to start those particular things, right? So let me let me just note down about that 2XX, I can say final or successful responses, right? These are the main thing which I am gonna discuss about today. 2XX final or successful responses. So what we have under this 2XX, all right? We do not have just a single one, just 200. No, we have three things under this 2XX final responses. One is I can say 200 okay, right? Then we have 202 accepted message. And then we have 204 no response, right? Under this 2XX final responses, we're going to discuss about 200 okay, 202 accepted, 204 no response, right? So what this 200 okay means, whenever you are getting this 200 okay, that means your request is successful, right? And when you are getting this 200 okay, let's say I have sent an invite message to you, then I'll get 100 trying, 180 ringing. That is the provisional responses I will get from you. After that, I will get this 200 okay. As soon as I am receiving this 200 okay message, that means the request is successful and I have received the final response from the user agent server, right? That means my request is succeeded, and the information returned with the response depends on the method whatever we use in the particular request, right? That is my 200 okay. That means request is successful. Then I have this 202 accepted message. What that means is, this means user agent server, right? I am the client and the other party is the server, I can say. User agent server has received the request and understood the request for processing, and processing is in progress. As of now, I can't say request is successful and all and all. No. I can say whenever I'm getting this 202 accepted, that means user agent server has received the request, right? User agent server has received the request and user agent server understood the request as well, right? Received the request, understood the request, and now processing is in progress, right? Then I will be getting this 202 accepted message, right? Then next we have this 204 no response. What that 204 no response means? That 204 no response, I can say, or maybe we can say no response or no notification as well, right? 200 for no response or no notification, that means 204 response. This indicates request was successful, however no response will be received, right? What that means, request is successful, that means request got successful, right? It received or it has reached to that particular destination source, anything, whatever we can say, request is successful, right? But no response will be received. That is what we can say. That is no notification or no response. That is 204 no response message particularly indicates, right? That is all about we have 2XX final responses, right? After that, we have next thing what I'm gonna discuss today is that is my 3XX responses as well, right? Let me just write it down, 3XX, or I can just maybe give a space, right? 3XX. So 3XX, I know we have is redirection responses, correct? Redirection responses, it contains multiple, I can say multiple messages where we have 300, what we call it as 300 multiple choice, right? I believe multiple choice, right? Then we have 301, we call it as moved permanently. That is 301. Then we have 302. It is moved temporarily. 300 multiple choice, 301 moved permanently. Then we have 302 that is moved temporarily. After that, I believe I have 305 where we use proxy. And after that, we have next one that is 380 alternative service. 380 alternate service. That is what I'm going to discuss about these five today as well with the 2XX, right? So 300 multiple choice, what that 300 multiple choice, or we can say what that 3XX redirection responses actually means. As the name indicates, we can say redirection responses. It means it indicates a redirection of a request. It can be permanent, it can be temporarily, it can be we have multiple choice or alternate services available, right? As the name indicates, this is a redirection of a request. As soon as we receive a request, let's say the server is redirecting it to somebody else permanently, temporarily, then we will be receiving these responses 300, 301, 302, 305, 380, right? So first we have is 300 multiple choices. So we can say under this 300 multiple choice, we have an address. The address in this request resolved to several choices. That is what it indicates, multiple choices, right? The address in this particular request resolved to several choices, and we can say each with its own specific locations, right? And user agent can select a preferred communication endpoint, and then it will redirect its request to that particular location, right? Under this 300 multiple choice, we will be getting several choices, right? Each with its own particular specific locations, and user agent can select preferred communication endpoint, and then it will redirect its request to that particular location, right? And the response may include a message body which contains a list of characteristics and locations from which user agent can choose the most appropriate one, correct? And user agents may use the contact header field value as well for automatic redirection, or may ask user to confirm a choice as well, correct? You will be having the contact header field value that might be used for the automatic redirection, or maybe it may ask user to confirm with a choice as well, right? Okay, if you're looking for any training, you can go to this SIPSense, that is lms.sipsense.com. It contains courses starting from, I can say beginner, or I can say intermediate. You can go to this lms.sipsense.com where you will contain courses. And if I scroll it down, not scroll actually, you can go to this view course catalog. Under this view course catalog, you will be having this SIP basics. This is actually free. This SIP basics, it contains high level introduction to SIP, 15 activities, about 1 hour study, and it's free for one. This is actually free. This SIP basics is free. And if you're looking for like a foundation and the advanced version of SIP, where you need some activities, where you need, or if you need a SIP school certification exam as well, then you can go with this foundation and the SIP advanced. So under this SIP foundation course, you will be able to see 275 activities, 18-hour study, and this is the actually price for this one. And under the SIP Advanced, this is in-depth analysis, like everything for the SIP, which contains 412 activities, about 40 hours of study, and this much is the amount for 1 year. But the main thing here is if you purchase it from the SIP Foundation, if you purchase SIP Foundation or SIP Advanced, and you can use my code. If you use my particular discount code, you will get a discount of 33% almost for on all these, like SIP, either it's SIP Foundation or SIP Advanced or a combination of SIP Advanced plus SIP School certification. So let me just open this SIP Advanced and I'll show you what you will get. So I can click on this view details and you will be able to see what you will get it under this SIP Advanced course, right? It is provided by SIPSense. It is not like created by me actually, but it is created by one of the best trainer in the world, I can say. I hope you saw my videos on the SIP, what is SIP, the initial SIP videos. That particular SIP video is created by this guy who created this lms.sipsense. Okay, so it contains these activities, 136 modules across 8 chapters. But what you will get under this one, you can see this is the course outline. Under the modules, this is the foundation. Under this module, you will see what is SIP, first SIP call, and all other things. Under the SIP call analysis, you will get 44 modules, right? These are all the modules. And this actually contains all the activities as well. That is what it says, 412 learning activities, 136 module as well. So you can go and check it out, what all are the things under this particular LMS, under this particular SIP course. After this one, you will be having this tab that is registration and location. This contains 30 modules. Then you will be having this routing. It contains 8 modules, interdomain SIP location, troubleshooting exercises, routing subsequent requests, all the things you will get under this routing module. Then redirection, that contains SIP redirection, recursion, redirection responses, redirection servers, all the things you will get under this particular SIP advanced course, I can say. And security as well, secure SIP, tunneling, extensibility and SIP services. It contains so many modules as well, right? Like you can see it up here. Contains video conferencing, checkpoint, PBX features. Then inter-network connectivity, you will be having PSTN gateway, SIP WebRTC, NAT, session border controls, like all the things you will get under this SIP advanced course. Now, if you are looking for a certification as well on this particular SSC SIP school certification, so certification is also available. You can get certified with the course exam, but for this one, you can see it's available online, 50 question, 1.5 hours almost, or I can say 1 hour 20 minutes passing marks. But for this one, if you are purchasing this SIP advanced, that is of 300, I can say, pounds. And but if you are looking for a certification on SSC, that is SIP school certification, then you can purchase this one, Enterprise Plus SSC, right? So let's say you are not purchasing SSC, or maybe you are purchasing SSC. Either you can choose this one or this one. If you go click on select, after clicking on select, you can just mention the details about you, like full name, position, username, login credentials, right? After that, you will be able to see here the discount code, right? So if you see the discount code here, you can just enter my discount code, which is technical venture, right? So as of now, you can see this is of 360 pounds, right? This is 360 pounds. And as soon as you apply my discount, that is technical hyphen venture, and then you can click on apply discount, you will get a 33% discount on purchasing this course. Now, if I click on this apply discount, you can say discount technical venture reseller code, price discounted by 33%. And you can see now your checkout price would be 241, right? Plan cost 360, discount is 33%, and after discount it is 241.20, right? And then you can just check it out, right? I hope you will definitely love this actually course as well, because I already took it earlier also, correct? Then we have 301 moved permanently, right? So permanently, as we can say, name indicates, it already moved permanently. What that means is user is no longer be found at the particular address, right, which is in the request URI, we can say. right? Because name indicates move permanently. That means user is no longer available, user is no longer be found at that particular address, which is in the request URI, right? And the requesting client should retry at the new address, but where that particular new address would be. That particular new address would be found in, we can say new address is found in contact header field, right? So move permanently means user is no longer be found at particular address in the request URI, and new address is there. You need to it will route it to that particular field, but where that new address is found, new address is in the contact header field, right? And then client should retry at that particular new address. And for this moved permanently option, for this move permanent option, we have new address in the contact header field, and this new address, we can say this new address should be saved, and it can be used in all future invite requests. And because this is moved permanently, you need to keep this thing in your mind. This is moved permanently. That is why I can say new address should be saved and we can use it in all future invite requests, right? That is our 301 moved permanently. Then next we have 302 moved temporarily. What that means, you can say normally. The previous one permanently, that means it is no longer found. Moved temporarily. Now, new address would be given here. The user, we can say that particular user is moved temporarily. It's not available right now, but it's not permanently moved, right? So in this case, moved temporarily, that means it still needs a new address. And again, same thing, new address would be in the new address would be in a contact header field, right? New address would be in the same contact header field, which can be retried with the requesting client. The client can retry with this particular new address. But here in this case, this address, this new address should not be saved for, we can say for your future request. Why? Because this is 302 moved temporarily. This is not the moved permanently thing, right? And the particular duration of the validity of that contact URI can be indicated through an expires header field, or we can say expires parameter in the contact header, right? That is the duration of the validity of contact URI. That is with the help of expires header field, or I can say expire parameter in contact header field, right? Then we have this 305 use proxy, right? So what that means, if you're getting this one, that means you need to use the proxy to reach, you need to use proxy to reach the requested destination, right? So it says use proxy. As soon as you will receive you receive this response, use proxy. That means proxy must be used to reach the requested destination, right? And the contact field gives the URI of the proxy. That particular contact field will give you, we can say, gives the URI of the proxy, right? Okay, and then this 305 use proxy responses must only be generated by user agent server. Yeah, that is fine, because these 305 use proxies will be generated by the user agent servers only, not the user agent client. Correct? Then we have the last one, that is 380 alternative service. What that means? That means the call was not successful, right? Because we have 380 alternative services. Call was not successful, but we have alternative paths, or we can say alternative service. We can say alternative services are possible. Then we will receive this 380 alternative. If we already have alternative services available, we will be getting this 380 alternative service message, right? And the alternative services, these are described in again the same message body of the response. Whatever you are getting response from the user agent server, that is 380 alternate service that will contain the message body and the alternative services described in that particular message body itself, right? This is what we have all about 2XX final or successful responses and 3XX redirection responses, redirection of a request, right? And in the next lecture, I am going to discuss about 4XX, which is request failure. And that will be divided into three parts because we have almost 25 to 30 particular responses in that 4XX, right? So I hope you really like this video. If you really like it, then please hit like button and please share it with your friends and let me know in the comment section if you have any queries, right? And you can press the bell icon as well so that you will be able to receive notifications of all my upcoming videos. Thank you.